Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I just got home from the hardware store with some lumber and I'm gonna attempt to make a body cart to get the body off the frame. I told you guys I was gonna try to not use a lift. Well, here's my shot at it because I really can't afford a lift right now. I just kind of spent all my money on bats. I have a bat colony that actually was living in the attic. Didn't know about it. My kids heard something at night, and I told them it's the boogeyman coming to get them. They kind of got scared. They're like, hey, there's something really up there. And I'm like, okay, go up there, and lo and behold, it's bats, and which are protected and ridiculous to get rid of, whatever. Anywho, so hopefully in this video, we can separate the body and the frame and keep chugging away at this thing. Let's get started. And bought $150 worth of lumber and screws and fasteners and junk like that. It's crazy how, did I mention earlier how expensive lumber is? It's stupid. Well, I was gonna pull the Jeep outside and it's dead. So it still runs for right now, so whatever, let's go ahead and get rid of these brake lines first. This hose right here. All right. This is gonna stay with the motor. Bingo. This stays with the wiring harness. Let's just move this thing in here. About like that. Hey, change of plans on leaving this outside. I think it might be easier just to do it inside. That way I don't have to push the body back up this little lip. I've got a small lip on the edge of the concrete, leaving the garage to the driveway, which might end up being a huge pain for me. All right, let's get this ECU off. Now, I think that one's the body, this is the motor. Whatever, take them both off. I'm not risking it. Bingo. All right, let's get the steering column loose. Bingo. Well, I didn't even take it all the way out. Let's see. Oh, dude, that's awesome. Steering column is out. All right, I think I am good on this side. ECU off. Brake lines are off. Steering column is off. AC line is off. Am I missing anything else over here? Brake booster looks good, so if it goes up in the air, this is the body harness. Yeah, I think I'm good on this side. Let's go over there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and undo this main harness. Boom. This one stays with the frame. That one goes with the body. I've already got the heater hoses off. I'm going to unhook that wiring harness right there, and I think I just got the fuel rail. And my goodness, this might be about it up front. All right, so there's a ground strap that's, I think I heard a lot of people on forums and stuff forget about it, but it's literally, it's to the block, and it goes right up behind, back in here somewhere. But I'm just gonna unhook it from the block. Sucker's on there. Apparently people break this constantly doing this job. All right, it's out. All right guys, I popped off the filler cap here so that way it won't catch the neck right there when it lifts up. So I'm just gonna try to keep all that together. Those fuel lines down there, they're kind of a pain, and they're plastic with these little clips and they could break. So I had to go in this tail light anyway because the bulb was out, and I'm like, oh, I can get to the tabs and pop, pop. So this thing's nice and loose, and when the body raises up, you should just be able to back this out of the way. So only thing I have left, I do believe, is this fuel rail, and it's kind of giving me some trouble. All right guys, again, I didn't use the tool. I'm assuming this is the actual fuel line from back there. Just looks a little different than most cars that I've worked on does. This one goes to the tank. This one right here looks like it's for the fumes, and it goes back into the intake somewhere. But this will need to get disconnected. So there are these, I just put a little bitty, this little flathead in one side, popped it up, then reached over and popped the other side up. I did break the other one on this side. It's super gluing right now. So I was like, ah, crap. All right. Put that back in there. Now, this one is gonna stay with the motor. And these just got these little plastic tabs. You release it, boom, and it travels down, comes up right through here, and comes right over here. So, all right, now it's disconnected from the body. That should be everything. There may be a plug or two. I'm gonna go underneath in the rear. Maybe somewhere there might be a plug back there. So I'm gonna go check on that first, and we'll go from there. All right, guys. So this is gonna be my plan to build my wooden cart. So what I'm gonna do is actually, I jacked it up just enough. It is separated a little bit right there. So the method is working. So if I'm waiting on my other jack, because my buddy Jimmy, he's got my jack. So I'm gonna lift the body up. As long as I can get all four sides lifted about the width, you know, a 4x4 is 3.5 inches wide. So as soon as it lifts up that much, I'm gonna slide the 4x4 across the existing frame and the body. And so that means it'll be sticking out, yeah, several feet on each side. And then I can start building the cart. And then once I build the cart from that, I'll lift the entire wooden cart up in the air. And I've actually got caster wheels to put on the bottom. The Jeep should be separated enough, and I can roll it backwards and I can pull the chassis out. So I told you guys I was doing this without a lift, and it is happening, man. So from everything that I know, unless there's something I'm missing, and I'm sure I'm probably missing something small, it is completely disconnected right now. So all we got to do is work. Like, this is the sketchy part. It's not too sketchy. I mean, if the jack falls or wherever, I mean, the Jeep's going to fall, you know, 3.5 inches, just the body. So yeah, I don't think it'll be that big of a deal. But here we go. Done some redneck stuff in my day, but I don't know if this will take the cake. I've done some pretty crazy stuff. I did put a golf cart in the back of a Suburban once. That was fun. I don't know. Slew of other things. Hey, there's my jack. Schoolgirl takes forever and a day to get ready. She's got to get all pretty. All right. Here he goes. Hey, Jimmy, what do you think?
I'm doubting this hard right now.
I'm not. Because you know what? I'm a man.
A good thing this is already totaled once.
Ooh, that hurt. That hurt deep, dude. All right. Speed it up. Let's go. All right, guys. So I got one 4x4 under there, and that was sketchy. But it's under there. It is all separated back here. I had one breather tube right here that went on the back side of this little push pin. That was the only thing that was still connected back here, and that's a breather for the differential. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's the next day here, and I managed to get you can tell it's lifting up right now. Come look at this. So I managed to get two 4x4s on each side over here. And actually that side's doesn't get any pressure. The frame is bent that bad. I've got one 4x4 back there still, but I need to have the front is going to have to be more because I've built this little jig because of the hump of the transmission. So this thing's going to have to clear just a little hump in the transmission. So I had to build this. That's upside down right now, so I'm going to slide it in sideways and then rotate it around to where it's basically going to end up lifting the front higher than the back, and then I'll build my table based off that once I can clear the transmission. So that's the plan. All right, guys, let's end up taking out this positive to the battery, negative to the battery, and this harness that was right here. I ended up having to disconnect that when I started jacking up the front. I needed to move this. I actually had to remove the fuse box because there's a little ground strap that goes right here. Had to remove that, and that is it. Just went ahead and put it all on top of the motor. Body's getting ready to go up some more. Okay, I got one more block. Oh my gosh. Dude, it is separating very nicely. Check out the front view here. So I've got to get the big 4x4s there and there underneath. It's coming, dude. This is sketchy. Like, it's very, very shaky. I'm not even playing. So we managed to finally get the 4x4 underneath. This is amazing. I couldn't have done it without you, ma'am. And you. Holy crap. We managed to do it without Jimmy. You have no idea how sketchy this was. The whole Jeep ended up shifting. My phone cut out. I can't believe it didn't record any of that. It was crazy. So the whole Jeep shifted over this way. I was like, oh boy, here it goes. I'm gonna have to buy a new body because it's gonna fall. And it didn't. It caught, actually the motor caught the Jeep right here. It was crazy. It was sitting right here against the freaking throttle body. I was like, oh my gosh. So I managed to pull myself together, get it back together, and we end up getting the 4x4s underneath it. And now, that was the hard part. Now I can build the cart and all that so we can move this thing out of the way. Also, it's gonna be just as hard to reinstall it because I pretty much have to do it exactly the same way I built the cart. So I'm gonna have to build the cart and then take the cart apart once the new frame is underneath, and basically in reverse order of what I just did. And that was freaking ridiculously hard. Thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. This is, I think this might take the cake on the sketchiest stuff I've ever done. I'm not sure yet because we still got more to go, but it did separate and it is working into the direction of getting the body off. So with all that being said,
smash the subscribe button, hit the notifications bell, and hit us up in the comments about what you thought about today.
extra sketchy. Till next time, see you later.